Good morning. It is Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. The year is almost over. And I've been like so good about my podcast. I'm so proud of me. 27 podcasts. I don't think I did that many this year, but because I did a lot of them years past. However, I wanted to do a podcast on things that you can leave in 2013. And, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are making resolutions this year. I haven't really made any. I need to get on it. Um, Number one thing I think I want you should leave in 2013 is your negative inner and outer dialogue. Whatever the negative things that you say about yourself, to yourself, or to others, it's a small thing that you can do that totally changes the full landscape of your life. Like once you decide, even if you're like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna say that to myself, and I'm not gonna say that about someone, even if you don't write it. Like maybe you just stop writing negative things, you stop saying, oh, this doesn't look right, this doesn't look fine, just change it, stop it. It's time to let that go. Number two, stop half assing. How many things are you sort of doing? Like you're not doing them to the fullest of the capacity. If you're not going to do it fully, just don't do it. If you only do one or two things wholeheartedly in 2014, that is a whole lot better than a whole bunch of half this and that. If you're not going to put your whole heart into it, please don't bother because what happens is that is a reflection of your work and you're putting out things that are less than great. Not to say that you should be, a perfectionist and moved by fear. If it's done, it's done. Like, don't overbake it. If it's done, it's done. Put it out, and just go ahead and let your art be subjected to criticism. But if you know you're not going to give it your all, don't bother. Number three, I think all of us have it, and I don't think we realize how it is usually it's the background music in our life. It's always in our ear, and it's shaping how we do things. It's family drama. Most of us have it. I don't care if it's like that. It's way down the line. Your cousins or whatever, your mom, your dad, your missing dad, your absent dad, your brother, your whoever, you have to put a limit on some of that. That was what I did in 2013. I put the kibosh on all the family drama. I don't have time for it. Too busy. It doesn't change. It's like family. Your family is what you kind of like come with. You don't get to choose them. You choose your friends that become family, but the family that you get is what you get. So you have to decide how you're going to maneuver through it and where you're going to just place everybody. Nobody's going to change. Our parents have been around too long, grandmothers and all of that, siblings, it is what it is and you can't change it. So accept it and move on. Number four, overspending. How stop buying stuff you don't need. You know what I mean? Stop buying it. And it, it takes a second to really say, what am I doing? Do I really need this? And even I have worked on that this year. I was so excited I would buy all these things that I always ever wanted. And then you just realize stuff is just, it's just that. It's just stuff. And it will never trump experiences. And so 2014 for sure for me is all about the rich experience. Instead of spending my money on crap, I like clothes and stuff. I buy my stuff on sale from time to time. I like nice things, but I'm not gonna buy as much crap this year. I'm gonna spend my money on doing things that are gonna be enriching. Do the same. Uh, number five, I'm sorry, which I really like is get rid of not having any accountability. I see everybody doing their vision boards for 2014, which is very cute, and I like it and all that. But where's your vision board going to be in March, in June, in September? I want you to get back together with all your friends that you have the vision board party. I want you to break your vision board back out. So if you Instagram your vision board, I want you to break it back out every 3 months. And I want you to hold yourself accountable and show everybody else. Don't show us what you want to do. Show us what you're doing. Every 3 months, show us what you checked off on your vision board. That way you keep yourself accountable. You have to do it. A lot of times I'll announce things before I do it. So even I didn't do it today, but I will announce that I'm doing a podcast so that I force myself to do it. Because if I sit here and say I'm going to do it, I probably won't. And so I put things out there to force myself to be accountable, and you go ahead and do the same. Next thing is complaining. Oh, stop complaining. Please stop. It is, I think once you become a person who stops complaining, everybody else just it sounds like horrible music. You're like, shut up. Stop complaining. Either fix it or deal with it. If you can't change it, then just deal with it and be quiet and start every single morning with thank you. When you start your mornings with gratitude, either thanking the creator, whoever you choose to believe or whatever you choose to believe, and complimenting someone, thanking someone for something they may have done yesterday. Sometimes I'll just send, thank you for listening to me yesterday when I was having a bad day. Thank you for just giving me a call. You don't realize that you called me right at the right time. I was having a rough day. Whatever it is, thank somebody for what they may have done for you and they probably didn't even know. Number 7, or is it 6? I numbered these wrong because I crossed one off. Uh, is being afraid to love. So many people are like, oh, I'm lonely. I don't have anybody. Or you are in the wrong relationship. That is also being afraid to love because you're just dealing with what you have versus dumping the wrong person and getting out there and finding your true heart. Do it, get hurt, and move on. I mean, listen, I loved somebody in 2013. I really did. Had an awesome time, a decent length of a relationship. I really learned a lot from it. And then it ends. And so you go, okay, it hurts and it's painful, but I've learned something. And hopefully we can be friends. We actually spoke recently. Face everything head on. Face it head on. Don't be timid. Go for it. Go get banged up. And most of the time, you don't get as banged up as you think you are. Sometimes you don't even get banged up. You find that you have a perfect fit, and not just in relationships, but just friendships and all those things. It's so funny this year that I have so many people that are like, oh my God, I really love my league. I did not start my year off like that. I had a lot of people that hated me, and I don't know why. In my mind, I think it's because I'm really just like everyone else, and what I've done is remove people's excuses for not succeeding. Oh, you don't have this, you didn't have that, and you didn't grow up. Neither did I. So I know it's hard to watch, but I hope that as you stop being afraid and you face things head on and you make new friends, you stop judging people because you realize that nobody has the perfect story. Social media wants you to think so, but it's not true. But don't be afraid to love. The next one, lazy presentation. Stop being lazy in the way you present things, the way you present your work, the way you present yourself. Put yourself together, put your pieces on. The way you present your food. Have a dinner party. Have little gatherings with your friends that force you to, use your best stuff. It's going to make you feel better, and it's just one of those bleeding effects. When you have great presentation, everything is presented well. The next one, not being deliberate and intentional. This one is so important to me. You have to do things for purpose. If you're just going to stuff, going on vacation, you don't have, you're not being deliberate. You don't have any intention or purpose. Going to events without knowing who you need to meet and what your approach will be. What will I say? How will I be prepared? You should not just be going to events and parties and this and that unresearched. Know why you're going. What are you going for? Is it to get photos? Do you need to get a photo with someone because this is going to help promote you? Whatever it is, be intentional with what you do. And finally, I believe this is number 10, is is you're gonna leave not being prepared for your moment in 2013. And so this one I really like because they talk about luck, and luck may you could have gotten lucky, but the moment came and you weren't prepared. An opportunity arrived, appeared, and you weren't prepared. And so even if your opportunity doesn't arrive in 2014, it may not, or it may be a smaller opportunity. I want you to spend the year preparing for your moment. You're going to have your moment. You have to know that. Everyone gets a moment, but if you're not prepared for it, you think it never came. So I hope that you do that. I hope that you have a safe new year. I've talked about this before. I got a DUI like 3 years ago. Please don't drink and drive. Like seriously, don't do it. And if you want to if you've heard don't drink and drive and you don't know the magnitude of it, like I didn't know what drink responsibly really was until I took the DUI course. And you see, and it's like, you see the impact in how you think you're not impaired, but you really are. Just listen, get informed, take the class. If you have children, oh my God, if I ever had a kid that was getting a new license. So if you have a child, if I have parents listening, or if you have nieces and nephews that are under 25, and especially under 21, please, as a gift, get them a DUI course. Make them go because it is really life changing. They need it. Changed my life completely. Anywho, I will be with you in the new year. Thank you guys for being so incredibly awesome to me in 2013. I cannot thank you enough.